Hello, everyone. Alan Peterson here with fictiveuniverse.com and alanpeterson.com. And I want to share this video. I have a big goal for the last few months of 2021, and that's to write the fifth book in my cozy mystery series and publishing it before the end of the year, so sometime in December. And right now, as the time I'm recording this video, September 22nd of 2021, I have 0 words written. So can I do it? Subscribe to my YouTube channel to find out. I'm going to do a few videos on this. I think that's going to be fun. I think it's going to be a great challenge. I've seen other people do this, and I think it's going to keep me motivated to accomplish this goal. So in this video, this first video, I'm going to show you the prep work before I'll start to write this book in October. So in this video, I'm going to show you a little bit of the pre-writing prep work that I've put into before I start to write on October 1st. I think that's really the only way for me to be able to do this is to do some legwork beforehand. If you've been following me or watched any of my other videos, you probably already know that I am an outliner. So that definitely does help. At least it helps me. And so I'm going to walk you through the prep work that I've been putting in before I actually start to write this. I do have a couple things on my side that I hope will help me pull this off. And that is writing a book in the 31 days that I have in October. Now, first off, I know that there's a lot of successful writers and talented writers out there, especially indie writers who do this all the time. But I'm usually the slowpoke. So for me, this is a big challenge. And so anyway, but the first thing I wanted to do is, as I mentioned, I outlined my story. And so to do that, I use a wonderful app called Plotter. I'm going to show you that here in a moment. I'm going to show you my outline. So now I set my little backstory first. So I set my cozy mystery in my home country of Costa Rica. So when I got the idea to have a popular true crime podcast come to town, I started to brainstorming and came up with a concept that I thought could work well. So I hopped onto Plotter, started to work on it, and it took me a few days to write the outline in Plotter. And so when I was done with that outline, I went back, I read it over, I reviewed it, and I was excited. Still am excited thinking about it. So I think that also helps. So I'm excited to actually get started writing on October 1st. So this is the Plotter software, and this is a great software that I highly recommend. You can check it out at fictiveuniverse.com/plotter. That is an affiliate link, but I wouldn't promote this if I wouldn't recommend this. And as you can see, this is something that I use. And so just a quick little recap, because I do have a video about another video about Plotter. I'll have the link in the description. But in case you didn't know, you can plot all your entire series right in one application, in one program, which is awesome. So this is the fifth book in my cozy mystery series, like I mentioned, and it's going to be about a podcast. And so I'm using this is the template that I use here. And so basically it's going to be 24 chapters. That's another thing that I have working in my favor to be able to accomplish this goal, is that usually for cozy mysteries, the word count isn't too huge, especially for indie cozy writers. I know some of the traditional publishing houses still want 70, 80,000 words for cozy. But the market is showing that it bears well to have 40 to 50,000 words works just fine, which has been my goal for my first 4 books. Usually I go over 40,000 words, somewhere around the 50,000 or so. But I'm trying to keep this on to be 40,000 words. So that actually helps. And so anyway, so this is Plotter. So as you can see, everything has been outlined here. I'll show you in outline mode. Here's the timeline. So I got the 24 chapters. So I break these down into 4 sections, and so here you go. This is what I use here. And let me show you here, so you can see the whole thing right here. And so here's the actual outline. See, nothing too fancy. I just I start off with a little blurb, a little synopsis of each chapter. So this really helps me be able to get things going. So when I've completed the outline in Plotter, what I do then is I import it into a Scrivener file, and Plotter makes this very easy. I just click on this export button, and you can export it as an MS Word, but I use Scrivener, so that's what I use. So I just click this Scrivener button, and it'll automatically export this out in as a Scrivener file. I already did that, so let me show that. So here's my Scrivener file, which was exported out of Plotter. Everything comes over here. As you can see, the actual writing here is blank. Looking at that blank page, as you can see, I had just set this up for 40,000 words. That's going to be my goal. Let me show that to you here. And as you can see, there are 0 words written as of September 22nd. But the nice part, though, is when I export this out of Plotter, the outline is right here in the binder section, in the synopsis here, as you can see. So here it is, and so this is what helps me start writing. I can refer back down to my outline. So you can see each page has it. Now, as I'm writing 40,000 words in 31 days, that comes out to having to write 1,667 words a day. And so that's what I target my chapters. Usually I target my chapters at around 1,500 words. I like short chapters. But anyway, so if I go anywhere from 1,500 or 2,000 is my goal. And so I just set that here as a little reminder that my target is 1,667 words. So anyway, so this work breaks everything down. As you can see, everything is right here. And so it makes this very nice and easy to follow, and everything's already set up here. So once I'm finished writing, I am able to then compile this out of Scrivener and take this out to the editor and proofreader. But anyway, that's way down the road right now, as I have 0 words written. So as I mentioned, I need to write the 40,000 words. That's my goal for this project, for this book. And so I'm using a couple tools to help me with that. So like I said already before, in order to do 40,000 words in October, which has 31 days, that breaks down, if I were to write every day, that means I would need to write 1,667 words. I'm comfortable with that target. I've done that before. I've done a lot more than that before. So I know I can hit that if I stay motivated, and most importantly for me, if I stay focused. And let me show you a couple tools I'm going to use to help me keep track my word count and stay focused. So I'm starting to use this tool called Pacemaker Press, and let me show that to you here. So this is pretty sweet, and I'm using the free plan. They do have a paid plan, but right now I'm just using the free plan, and it's working. It works for me. And so as you can see, I set it up here. I have 40,000 words that I want to write over 31 days, and Pacemaker has different strategy levels that you can set up. You can be steady. Here's one: rising to the challenge, a mountain hike, all those different things. This was the one that really caught my eye was this oscillating strategy, which is a mix of heavier and lighter loads. I'm like, oh, that sounds kind of cool. That seems like my flow. And so I clicked on that, and then my intensity. I know myself, so I want to go average. But you can go gentle, you can go low, or you can go medium, or you can even go hardcore. I know I'm not the hardcore writing type, so average seems nice. So I clicked on the oscillating strategy, and it developed this plan for me. And so as you can see, it just kind of breaks things, the word count, the writing goals. It's like some days I have to write 1,800. So for example, on the first day I have to write 1,837 words. On the second day, 1,881. Then I have lighter workloads here, as you can see, 804 words on this day, 674 words on this day, 1,700 and some on this day, etc., etc. And so this was going to help me then keep track of this project for me. So I know that October 1st, armed with my Scrivener file ready and my outline ready, I know that on day 1 I need to write 1,881 837 words. And then this will keep this pacemaker will keep track of everything, and you can look at it. Has like charts and graphs that you can look at. As you can see, there's a graph that you can look at. There's nothing there yet since I haven't started. You can look at this table. So as you can see, it's a pretty nifty program, and it shows you how much work is left if you start hitting your targets on day one, as you can see, until you get down to 0. And it also has pretty bar graphs. Well, the bar charts are a premium feature, so I guess I don't get those. but this will do. The more importantly part for me is the table, is the calendar. So my plan then is every day I'm going to come in here and update my word count goal, and so I'll be showing that to you in other videos. So the other thing that I mentioned that is important if I'm going to be able to do this in October is focus, and that's a challenge for me. I think it's a challenge for a lot of writers out there, for anybody out there really, especially with social media and these phones now. It's just a lot of stuff to get easily distracted, go down those rabbit holes. For me, YouTube is a huge time suck. Just end up watching YouTube videos. So I would like using this cold turkey app. This little software program called Micromanager. I really like this one. I've used several other ones in the past. These basically block your computer from going to the bad sites like YouTube and Facebook. But this Micromanager is my favorite, and I did do a whole review of Micromanager, and I'll put the link to the video in the description below. You can check that out. So I'm not going to walk you through the whole process here, but it's very sweet. It allows, as you can see, just a little quick overview. It allows you to whitelist the programs that you're going to be using. So for example, in my example here, I'm going to be whitelisting Scrivener, and that is it. And so then it'll block everything else, and you can set it up for how many minutes you want to do it. You can also use a Pomodoro that's built in, and which I like to do. And while you're doing that, while Micromanager is working, and here's the app right here on my computer, as you can see it. When it's working, I can't do anything but write Scrivener. I can't access anything else but Scrivener. So it works very, very well. It's very nice. It really keeps me focused. And like I said, you can check out the video down below to see it in action. It's the videos in the link to the video will be in the description down below. So armed with the outline that I created in Plotter and have already imported into Scrivener, and then with the Micromanager keeping me on track and on focus, and with the planner that I put together in Pacemaker, I'm hoping to have smooth sailing in October, and we shall see if this works. It might all blow up in my face. But anyway, that's my plan, and so just wanted to shoot this first video to let you know about it. And if you're interested in following me, just go ahead and subscribe to this channel, or go to my website at alanpeterson.com, and you can sign up to my mailing list there. I'll send out notices when I have new videos out. So anyway, so that's it. Wish me luck. I'll keep you posted.